Good day everyone. Let us discuss here Deped Memorandum No. 2 Series 2024, or the 2024 International Day of Education with the theme, Education in Transformative Times, Making Early Grade Learning Contribute to Lasting Peace. In support of the new Matatag K-10 curriculum, an integral part of the Department of Education's Deped Matatag agenda, Deped announces the observance of the 2024 International Day of Education, IDE, with the theme, Education in Transformative Times, Making Early Grade Learning Contribute to Lasting Peace, to amplify the call for action to bring individuals, civil society, and policymakers to take solid steps towards ensuring that quality basic education is given to all learners in light of the Department's commitments in the advancement of the Education for Sustainable Development, ESD, 2030. The United Nations General Assembly, UNGA, proclaimed the 24th of January as the International Day of Educathlon IDE. IDE is a globally recognized observance that emphasizes the significant role of education as a human right, a public good, and enabler of personal development and social progress. An agenda led by the United Nations, it underscores the fact that everyone, regardless of socioeconomic status, should have access to quality learning opportunities. This commemoration calls for a more inclusive, equitable, and quality education that helps in reducing gender, economic, and digital divides, while also contributing towards meeting the Sustainable Development Goals, SDGs. The UNGA invites all member states to observe the International Day of Education, IDE, in an appropriate manner, and continue to consider enhancing international cooperation in support of the efforts of all member states relevant to the realization of SDG 4, which aims to ensure inclusive and equitable quality educators and promote lifelong learning opportunities for all by 2030. The Transforming Education Summit, TES, was convened in response to a global crisis in education, one of equity and inclusion, quality and relevance. Often slow and unseen, this crisis is having a devastating impact on the futures of children and youth worldwide. The summit is a key initiative of our common agenda launched by UN Secretary-General Antonio Guterres in September 2027. The summit took place during the 77th session of the UN General Assembly at the UN headquarters in New York in September 2022 and was convened by the Secretary-General with a view to elevating education to the top of the global political agenda and to mobilize action, ambition, solidarity, and solutions to recover pandemic-related learning losses and sow the seeds to transform education in a rapidly changing world. TES provides an opportunity to mobilize greater political ambition, commitment, and action to reverse the slide on SDG 4, reimagine education, and accelerate progress on education and the 2030 Agenda more broadly for the remainder of the decade of action. The IDE aims to generate visibility from local to global level on prioritizing education to reach the SDGs ahead of the SDG Summit, building on the outcomes of the TES, promote and showcase the national statements of commitment at country level and mobilize political and financial support for translating them into action, encourage wide take-up of the global initiatives launches at the TES to accelerate foundational learning, get every learner climate ready through greening education, promote public digital learning, advance gender equality in ALD through education, and ensure learning continuity in situations of emergency and protracted crisis, advocate for higher levels of domestic and international financing, including through innovative sources, and building on commitments at the TES. Raise awareness around the national SDG 4 benchmarking process and how the benchmarks provide an accountability framework for commitments made at the TES, provide youth a platform to build on the TES Youth Declaration, relay their demands and showcase their initiatives and innovations to advance the right to education, and engage stakeholders, civil society, and policymakers to take solid steps towards ensuring that primary and secondary education is given to children, as well as improving youth engagement in education. Learning programs should be designed for the needs of different demographics, converging to one main goal: equipping children with the education needed for employment and better futures. In celebration of the ID 2024, Deped, through the External Partnership Service International Cooperation Office, EPSICO, in collaboration with its education partners, will conduct a forum and side events to January 24 to 26, 2024, from 8:00 a.m. to 5:00 p.m., at the Marco Polo Hotel, Ortigas Center, Pasig City. The ID 2024 forum will be conducted on January 24, 2024, while Deped Education Partner Research Triangle Institute, RTI, International with its flagship program ABC will continue to conduct Education and Business Forum on January 25-26, 2024 as side events. The ID 2024 forum will also be streamed via Facebook Live through the Deped Philippines Facebook page. The in-person conduct of the LD 2024 forum is open to all the leaders in the government, education partners, private sector stakeholders, school administrators, Araling Panlapunan supervisors, chiefs and partnership focal persons from Deped field offices, Deped executive committee members and other partner agencies, while the Facebook livestream of the ID 2024 forum is open to parents, learners, and the general public. All concerned regional offices and schools division offices are enjoined to support the ID 2024 by organizing relevant activities for the learners and for other stakeholders such as parents, teachers, and non-teaching personnel. These activities shall adhere strictly to the no disruption of classes policy stipulated in Deped Order, DO, No. 9, S. 2005 titled Instituting Measures to Increase Engaged Time on Task and Ensuring Compliance Therewith, and the policy on off-campus activities stated in DO 66, S. 2017 titled Implementing Guidelines on the Conduct of Off-Campus Activities. The above-mentioned concerned CVICs are also encouraged to prepare printed and online advocacy materials to be posted on the school premises and social media platforms for information dissemination of the international celebration. The EPSICO will provide printable/editable advocacy materials to the offices through a memorandum. Expenses incurred relative to the observance of the ID 2024 shall be charged to local funds, subject to the usual accounting and auditing procedures, rules and regulations. The funds downloaded by EPSICO for UNESCO activities may also be utilized for the ID 2024 activities.